Hi, I'm Daryl Johnson of One of a Kind by Design, and once again, I'd like to say, hey, happy Friday. Okay, as you know, I'm going to be giving a study course. Well, I'm giving a study course, not going to give, but I'm giving a study course for the next couple of months, actually, on how to get your business started, or other words, how I got my business started. Okay, so you can actually take some tips from it or follow along with me as I go along. And as you know, I do these on every Friday, and when I do this gives you a week to kind of go over your outline, go over your blueprints, and go over everything you actually need to build your online business and follow along. Okay, so I'm going to get started right after this. I'm so glad you guys are back with me for another week on how to get started with your online business. Now, this is actually week 2, okay? So for those of you that are just tuning into this channel and wondering, what's going on, what I'm doing is taking you from A to Z on how I actually got started with my online business. So if you're just getting here, the best thing to do is go below. There is a link below, and what I've done is I've done a format that will take you from where I first started, and it'll go down back actually to this point here and beyond if you have not caught up to this particular part yet. Okay, so it's basically a work in progress, and I'm just going through the whole outline of it. So let's get started with it. Okay, as you know, on last week we talked about things you should do before you actually launch your online business, as well as your knows, your hows, and your whats. Okay, now if you don't remember those, just go back and refresh on those. But what I'm going to do this particular week is talk about your passion and your niche. Now, I know I spoke on that last week, but this is so important when it comes to your business, because you need to focus on your direction, and your passion and your niche is going to be the direction you're going to actually go in. Because I see a lot of people that get on here and they get all these emails and everything from different organizations telling them to join this, do that, do this, do that. And, you next thing I know, 1 minute you're selling this, when you turn around and you're selling something else that totally does not have anything to do with each other. And then you're trying to go out and sell those same products to the same people. And those people are going like, how are you selling me this one week and then selling me this another week? That has nothing to do with what I'm trying to do with my business. So it makes you kind of look a little crazy. So you need to kind of like find out what your niche and your passion is and stick with it. Okay. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to talk about how to actually find your niche and how to find your passion. Okay, something that you're going to really need to do to motivate you, first of all, to give you longevity in this business. Okay, so I'm going to pull out the outline. I want you to take a look at this first outline, and then I'm going to go over it with you. All right, take a look at it real quick. Let me go over what you just took a look at, and then I'll talk about it. Okay, put my glasses on so I can see. Okay, ask yourself these questions. Okay, what truly makes me happy? Okay, and also, what can I do all day that makes me happy? That's 1 and 2. Okay, and the reason you need to ask yourself that, because this is what's going to make you happy about your business, what's going to be the longevity in your business. Okay, and number 3, how much do I know about my passion? So how much more can you learn about your passion? Is your passion is one of those things you could just continue to learn things about, and it makes you happy? Okay, number 4, what type of lifestyle does my passion offer? Which is a real good lifestyle, because it's actually going to tell you what types of products and services that you're going to offer individuals. Okay, number 5, Are others interested in my passion or niche? Okay. And that's something that's really important, because if your passion and niche is just picking your nose, everybody not might be into the same thing you into. And number 6, what products and services, kind of go with the first one, not the first one, the third one I talked about. What products and services can you offer in your passion or your niche? Okay. These are some real interesting questions you need to really ask yourself, and then put them all in order. Okay, so let's move forward and let's talk about another subject now. I know you're probably saying, Darryl, why are you browbeating us with this passion thing? The reason that I talk to you guys about your passion and stuff all the time, well, these times, is because what happens is a lot of us get the shiny object syndrome. Okay, and we get on the internet and we say we want to start us a business, and next thing you know, one person will talk us into buying something, and we think, wow, I really like it, maybe I can sell it, and then we with it for a little while, and then we leave it alone, and then we do the same thing, and you know, I'm guilty of that, you know, too, in the past, you know, until I decided, okay, this is what I'm going to do, and this is what I'm going to stick to doing. And if I didn't do that, and I just kept buying stuff from people or trying things, you know, all the time, then I would never be able to manage my business. Okay. And now, how am I going to sell you something that I actually know nothing about? Or how am I going to get you to promote something that I can't even promote myself? These are things you really need to think about. Okay. Because I know there's a lot of MLMs out there, you know, multi-level marketing and stuff like that. And we're going to go over that. We're going to go over all the so-called industry labels that they have out there, so you can understand excuse me, what they mean. And I'll probably do that within the next couple of videos, but not the next two. Well, they're coming, in other words. We put it to you that way. So just get prepared for those. All right, now let's move forward. I felt that was just so important to go with that shiny object syndrome again, because a lot of us get caught up in seeing new things out there, and you know, we think that we can sell everything because it looks really good, and then we get caught up in it and we lose focus on what we're doing, and the next thing you know, we're back at square one. So try not to get caught up in that. Now, what you need to concentrate on is how much money do you have to spend on your business. Remember, it's a business, not a hobby. Also, how much time do you have to spend on your business? Because the less time you spend on your business, the longer it's going to take to grow. And if you don't have a lot of money, then you need a lot of time to grow your business. Also, what else do you need to know about your niche? You know, you need to learn extra things to make you a little bit better than the next person. That's what's going to make you a trustworthy person to buy things from. Okay, and so now that you have those things that I've just talked about, you know, what I'm going to do is set up something for next week, and to see how many that are following this particular class, or just, you know, for yourself. You know, if you have any questions, you can ask me, but let's get to your lesson plan of what you need to do next week. Okay. Okay, for those of you that stayed with me this long, I want to go ahead and ask that you go ahead and subscribe and join us each and every Friday for some great tips. Now, for those of you that are actually following the class, I'm going to ask that you give me actually 3 posts. Now, I want you to write them down, you know, put them in your journal or whatever, and they need to be between 450 and 600. And the first 3 people that states on YouTube, Darryl, hey, I have my 3 posts for you. I have a gift for you. Okay. Now, in each one of those posts, I'm going to tell you what I'm looking for. One of the posts has to be about yourself, because that's how you're going to actually start your blog off, or start off your business, is telling people who you are. Okay. And then in the second one, you're going to talk about the actual niche of passion and why you're so interested in this particular niche of passion, and how you can actually help people with it. Okay. Now on the third one, I want you to find a keyword on Google that's connected with your niche or your passion. Okay. And I want you to talk about it within 450 to 600 words. I look forward to joining you guys next Friday. You have a wonderful day. And thank you for joining us here at One of a Kind by Design.